honey, if I had longer hair, you wouldn't be able to tell me anything. Hello everyone and welcome back to Kayla's Corner. From the title of this video, you can tell that I'm going to be doing a protective-ish crochet hairstyle. So what I'm going to start off by doing is parting my hair from ear to ear. The top section of the hair will be braided to the back, and then the back section of the hair will be braided into a curved line. So before I do my braids in the front, I'm just going to make sure that I part out a little section for the leave out. Now for the braids in the front, you can make them as big or small as you want, but to prevent your hair from looking bulky, I would definitely recommend doing them smaller in the front. Also, if I were to do this hairstyle again, I would definitely braid my hair with braiding hair in the front, just so that the braids are a little bit neater and tighter, but I didn't plan on keeping this hairstyle up for a long time, so I wasn't really worried about the longevity of the braids. But if you are planning to keep this hairstyle up, say for like 2 or 3 weeks or even a month, definitely go in with something that's going to make your braids tighter and more neater. Because once you put the crochet needle through, it is going to loosen up your braids. For the back, what I did was part my hair into 3 sections, and then the first section I braided and connected it to the second section, and so on and so forth to create this curved line. Now I will admit this was my second time doing this. The first time the braids weren't as tight and I had gotten through crocheting like half of my hair, and I was like, yeah, no, this looks a mess. So I went back, took the crochet out, and redid it this way, which makes it way better. I do have a clip showing you what the braids and crochet looked like before, just so you all have an idea of what it looks like if you don't do the braids neat and tight. So once I braided my hair all the way down to the end, I'm going to crochet that through to the braid at the top a few times just to get it out of the way. You can also sew this braid down if you want. So this is what I was talking about, the before and after. The left picture or video is the before, and as you can see, I had a bobby pin in there trying to keep the braid together, and yeah, it was not going to work. So this is the braiding hair that I got. It is 25 inches pre-stretched. I really love this hair because it is so thick and you don't need a lot. I think I only use about 1.5 bundles. This is about how much hair I'm going to be using. Also, with the first crochet that I was doing, I was using too much hair. Now if you have thinner hair, you may have to use more, but this hair is thicker, so I only need small sections. So what you're going to do is open hook and put the crochet through your hair. Once that is through your hair, you're going to loop the hair that you're going to be using around the needle. Then you're going to pull it through. The looped part you want to open up and pull the remainder of the hair through it, and then you want to knot it twice. After you've knotted it, you want to just make sure that you pull it tight, and then you repeat the steps. Honestly, crochet is one of the quickest, easiest hairstyles. Once you get it, it's like you got it. It may take a while for you to get the hang of it, but once you actually get in the hang of what you're doing, it really goes by super quick.
Sun's about to go down. So what you doing tonight? It's everything I can't think of. Waking up anew. Wasting time is all I do. But now when I'm with you, so much time, nothing to do. I'm dropping you texts now.
So again, this is the first time versus the second time. As you can see, lumpy bumpy mess versus neat and perfect. So yeah, just make sure that your braids are tight and neat.
you wanted honest. I'm giving you my hand.
I realized I didn't braid these in like I was supposed to. Yeah, I was so hurt when I realized that I left the braids at the top out. I was supposed to braid them in with the zigzag that I did in the back, but I completely forgot. So what I did was just braided them into one braid, as you can see, going along the top of my head. I just connected all of those smaller braids into one, and then I crocheted that one end of the braid into the one of the back braids.
So what you doing tonight? It's everything I can't think of.
So for the front, I'm going to be following the same method. However, I will be using slightly smaller pieces of hair, and I'm only going to be using about 2 to 3 strands of hair for each braid. Now this next clip here is what you would do if you wanted to do an invisible part. So instead of pulling both strands through that loop, you would just pull one of the strands and knot it the same way. I thought I was going to do an invisible part on one side, but I changed my mind. So after I've gotten all the hair crocheted through, what I'm going to do first is go ahead and go through it, comb it out, detangle it, get rid of all of those extra hairs that are in there that don't need to be there. And then I am going to go through and trim it up. It's a little bit too long for me, so I'm taking my scissors and kind of just cutting the ends, and then I'm going to just repeat those steps on both sides. So after I've gone in and shortened it, next what I'm going to do is go in and take out some of the thickness just so that it looks more realistic. So I'm taking a shaver, and basically what I'm going to do is just take small pieces at a time and go up and down the strands of hair with this little razor until I am satisfied with how thick the hair is. You do want to make sure that as you're occasionally shaving out some of the hair, that you are going back in with your comb or brush or whatever you use to make sure that you're getting all of that hair that you're cutting out. So after I'm done shaving and cutting the hair, I am going to be going in with a leave-in conditioner and mousse to braid the hair so that it gets the desired deep wave that I am going for. I think I did about 6 braids. So after I've braided the hair, you put some rollers on the end, and then with some hot water you're going to dip the braids and just leave the rollers and the braids in until they dry or until you get ready to take the hair down. I didn't want to put any heat on my hair, so I'm just going to go in with this Murray's pomade and apply that to the top of my hair, and then I'm going to put a scarf on and leave it. I think I ended up leaving the braids in for about 2 days, so this is what they're looking like after I am taking them down. going to leave this headband on. I did do my edges, but I'm going to leave this headband on because, y'all, it's humid outside and my leave out does not stand a chance. I think it's still cute even with the headband. Kind of blends in with the hair. So you can tell that it's there, but it doesn't look bad. I love this hairstyle. Yo, honey, if I had longer hair, you wouldn't be able to tell me anything. I don't really plan to keep it up that long, for like a week maybe. But if you were planning on keeping it up longer, I would use braiding hair to braid the braids in the front, and also do the braids a little bit neater and smaller in the back, just so it isn't as bulky or there's not much for you to hide if you were to do leave out. Like with mine, I obviously have my leave out pulled up in the front, so don't judge me. But as you can see, like, there's a little bit hiding that you can do, but you would need a good amount of leave out to do so. I do want to do this hairstyle again, but maybe in the winter time when it isn't so humid in St. Louis, because I cannot, you know, it is what it is. But I think it turned out really cute. I really love the curls. They're kind of like a deep wave type of thing. Also with this hair, I did notice that this hair, a specific brand of hair that I bought, it doesn't tangle as bad as I expected. Of course it's going to tangle because it's synthetic hair. Like, what do you expect? If you buy synthetic hair and it says that it doesn't tangle on the bottom, on the bag, don't buy it because they're lying. It's going to tangle. It's synthetic hair. That's what synthetic hair does. But I like that it doesn't tangle as much. Like, but yeah, the hair is cool. I think it's cute. I like the way it turned out. I would definitely do this hairstyle again, even though it was a little frustrating for me in the beginning with the braid pattern. I now know what to do differently. Y'all, this hair scared the mess out of me. I thought it was a bug flying. Also, that's it for this look. As always, I want to thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. And I will see and talk to you all in my next video. Peace.